So I recently got you into bootleg toy reviews.
They're so awful.
I just find it funny that the Pokemon Go bootleg toys don't even paint the back of the toys because they only care about the appearance.
Exactly, and then a lot of them are discolored, like Raichu with green ears.
No, nothing was like the Psyduck. That was like yellow and brown.
And it had the eyes like it was going to commit suicide.
Wow. So we actually went bootleg toy hunting at the dollar plus stores, the little flea markets and everything. And we didn't find much, but we found a little bit.
Yeah, I would say we've done this before, like almost a year ago, but we haven't done it recently. Like you said, we didn't find much because you got to remember this is right after Christmas, so all the good stuff is probably taken. I didn't actually consider that until just now.
Well, we kind of blew our wad at the first location where we got a Yu-Gi-Oh scooter duelist. It's Yugi on a scooter as big as him, if not bigger, and apparently it lights up. It says electric music flashing Yu-Gi-Oh! And actually, I just noticed on the scooter it has this huge light thing. That must be where it lights up and does music and whatnot.
But my question would be, how would they, are they going to have dual disc on these scooters? So one hand on the little steering little thing and then dual disc?
Well, I don't think they can because they have the star gauntlets from the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! On both wrists. Okay, so we have the Yugi version, but it also can come in Joey, Pegasus, and Kaiba. And Pegasus and Kaiba both also have the dual gauntlets, even though they never had in the show.
Right, because, well, Pegasus is the creator of Duel Monsters, and Kaiba was a bitch and he didn't want it. No, Yugi beat him, so he couldn't be in the contest, right?
Well, he could have been, but he didn't want to because Yugi beat him. Mm-hmm. But Pegasus' dual gauntlets are blue, everybody else's is silver. This is bad.
Yeah, that box is at least, like we talked about this, at least probably 10 years old.
It's just filled with, like, just clip art from the show.
Yeah, I was actually the one that found it because we were looking, I was like, oh, look at this Yu-Gi-Oh! And pulled it out, and I was like, why is Yu-Gi on a scooter?
It's bad, man. And then, of course, we got our standard bootleg Pokemon cards. And I don't know why they started doing this, but the front part of the booster box is just cardboard. It comes out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it comes out like a card. I don't know why. And these cards are in terrible quality.
Yeah, actually, those are among some of the worst fakes I've ever seen. The color is really off, man. The back of the cards is either blue or purple.
Yeah, but this Tauros GX, though, that's not even holographic. It's just a card.
I can't stand these fake cards. Actually, that's why, so back in the day when I used to buy, like, the fake cards, I would actually buy the Yu-Gi-Oh cards versus the Pokemon cards, because the Yu-Gi-Oh cards actually looked a lot better.
Yeah, just like the Pokemon cards, depending on what fakes you get, depends on how good they're going to be. But what got me is the Pokemon Go cards, which they're not even fakes of the real cards, they're just screenshots from the game or from the app, and it has those circle holographics that used to come on the very fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
Remember
that? Yeah.
But I just noticed there's writing on the back. Oh, it's taken from the wiki page. Pokemon Go, Japanese Pokemon Go is a multiplayer, location-based, augmented reality Pokemon game for the iOS and Android.
These fakes seem to just trip me out. Like, they're like, these things are really going to sell, and they're always like, we're just going to cash in on whatever's hot right now.
It even says the date that it was released.
The Pokemon is 2016, right?
Yeah, July 6, 2016.
Yeah, because actually I was, well, actually you were too, but I was also on the first wave of Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun at the time, because, I mean, at that time, like, with Pokemon Go, everyone was playing it.
So, we also found out that on the cards, there's a rock, paper, scissors mechanic, and that's the only way you can play the game. Because there's really no other way. But some have, like, a controller in the corner and some don't. And this Raichu CP is 6,597.
It's ridiculous. You don't even get that high.
And he's also bug flying. And apparently Dratini's also bug flying, but everybody else is correct. Oh, apparently on this one you got 3 Pidgecannies and 100 Stardust. On this Pidgeotto.
Where the hell did they get these pictures from?
I don't know. God, this Clefairy is extra weak with a CP of 47.
I have a Nidoking that has a CP of 34. It's hilarious.
There's a Nidoran with a CP of 10.
Yeah, I don't think the CP on those games even gets lower than like single digits. I think it's just double digits.
I just want this Raticate with a CP of 4,247.
No, how about that Alolan Raticate in the fake cards?
That was terrible. But this Aerodactyl doesn't even have a CP.
Yeah. Well, see, what disappoints me is that we didn't find as many cards as I used to, but I also, I just thought about it now, I think that's a side effect of we're not far from Christmas.
Yeah.
We're only, barely, we're not even a month out from Christmas, so they might not have had time to restock, and, parents are just going to buy their kids. When you're young, you don't care about those kind of things.
Yeah,
you can
that's
just
true.
Whatever.
Yeah, I remember getting the fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards from the store, and they were terrible.
But what I like is, with those fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you got off Wish, how they're, glossy. They're actually, high-quality fakes, which is cool because they're, glossy. And that's another thing about fake cards. They'll be glossy.
The fake Exodia piece cards that I got from Wish look very good, and the only way you can tell that they're fake is they don't have the little holographic sticker in the corner.
Yeah.
Besides that, they look real. Actually,
I have a fake Blue Eyes Ultimate. That's a pretty good one. The only thing is, though, when you look at it, it's glossy, and the holographic in his background, it doesn't, it just kind of shines. It doesn't change color like the other holographics do. It just shines.
Okay. Yeah, it's just shiny.
Yeah, so when it shines, it kind of off-puts you, but, a trained eye can see it. But I keep it because I'm like, hey, man, it's my Blue Eyes Ultimate. Producing, actually, that holographic effect is probably pretty expensive, and it's not every company can do that.
Yeah, that's why most of the time, just like on these Pokemon Go cards, they just throw on those circles.
Are those stickers? How do they do that?
Yeah, it's just sticker. If you really work on it, you can actually peel this off. I don't understand the appeal of these cards where they're just screen grabs from Pokemon Go.
Exactly, and guess what? Pokemon Go is a free app.
Yeah, this isn't even a card game. At least the Pokemon cards they're ripping off.
Man, I really wish we did find some of those fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It's very disappointing that there's none around.
Yeah, so just like Pokemon cards, there's different variants. There can either be the super fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which is the one that has the little circle glossy things on them.
Yeah.
And they are incredibly fake, and you can tell right off the bat. There's other ones that are exact prints, just like these Pokemon cards, but in just terrible quality.
Yeah, lighter and everything.
And then there's a third one, which they look real, but until you read them.
Oh, yeah, the translation, because it's a literal translation, right?
I don't know what it is. It's trying not to violate copyright, which doesn't make any sense. Because instead of, your hand, it'll say hand cards. And then your graveyard is something like the discard zone.
Right.
So it doesn't make any sense when you read the cards because they've tried to change everything.
I just thought it was really bad translation because it doesn't make any sense. It's run-on sentences. The words don't make any sense. It's how it's put go graveyard backhand.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible. It's you can call another card from deck of name same card have.
No, but we can't talk only about the cards. No, the action figures is also where it's at.
Man, they're so bad. Actually, some of the big Pikachus in the Pokemon Go figure sets, I have some of those because they're just repurposed. And actually I have one of those Pikachus, super discolored, crappy quality, splitting on the edges, and he's just riding a surfboard.
Because they'll combine things too. They have Ninja Turtles combined with just ninjas or Power Rangers that are
the Sense of Right Alliance.
It's dumb.
The Sense of Right Alliance, which has Lightning McQueen, Shrek, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, and Power Rangers.
Right.
And Ninja Turtles.
Or how about Cage Warriors or whatever it is, but it's just UFC fighters?
Yes. They're wrestlers, but they're painted to look like known UFC fighters.
Yeah, I think one is BJ Penn, George St. Pierre.
And one was Brock Lesnar.
One was Brock Lesnar, yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense.
And then we had what was that Autobots one we found?
There's so many of those, the Transformers.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one that we found that literally had Optimus Prime's picture on it.
Yeah.
We saw that, but it didn't even have Optimus Prime in it. It had Bumblebee and
Bumblebee and
somebody else.
Like I told you before, I was I don't know how they get past these copyrights. So they're obvious copies.
They don't get around the copyrights. That's the problem. They could easily be shut down if the people that owned it wanted to.
Yeah, actually, you know who actually does better fakes, and I've noticed this over time, is the girl toys are actually faked way better.
Yeah, the My Little Pony and the Barbie are actually pretty good fakes. I do give them that.
I question myself. I'm would I buy my kid something like this? Probably not.
No, what gets me is the same mold that they do for the ninjas, and they'll have the Power Rangers, and then the same mold, they'll try to paint the Power Ranger looking figure as Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
and it doesn't work.
Exactly. Or like paint the ninjas looking like freaking Iron Man.
Yeah, they use the same Power Ranger molds, and they'll make like Iron Man and Spider-Man and Batman, even though they look nothing like the people. They're just crappily painted.
It sucks that we weren't able to go to Trader's Village today because Trader Village is only open on like what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
I think it's just Saturday and Sunday.
It's Saturday and Sunday.
But I used to see so many fake Dragon Ball Z action figures and the terrible quality, just like the Pokemon, and I want those to be brought back, and I'm hoping with Super they will be.
Yeah, because we did go that one time, and man, whew, some of those were bad.
Man, I just want Super Saiyan Yamcha. I still remember that to this day.
And you never found it again, have you?
Oh, no. I was too young. It's back in the heyday.
Back in the heyday of the good stuff.
Yeah. Well, we're going to end this here. It was fun shopping with you.
Be gone!